Andy Soloman. I'm the founder of Yondle, and little nugget for you to help navigate these difficult times. People will always remember how you made them feel. So try your damnedest to make sure that your customer service capabilities are available to people as and when they need it. There's no better way to do this than to have live chat with real people there to answer questions as and when people have them. There's a lot of uncertainty and insecurity out there right now. And if you're able to engage with your customers just when they need it, offer them the support, give them the advice, you will be in the best position possible going forward when times start to become a little bit easier. So put live chat on your website, make sure it's human driven, and find ways to engage with your customers in real time. That's really all there is to it.
Hi, my name is Rory Black from Dataloft. My little our tip at the moment, really, and what we're saying to all of our subscribers is it's really important to keep the conversation going at the moment. So don't drop off, keep sharing information, keep sharing insights, information about the market. Our product, Dataloft Inform, is ideal for that. It's full of insights about market trends and infographics and interesting stories and angles on the market. And at the moment, what you don't want to be as an agent is really pushy or salesy. It's time to share information that's relevant and interesting to people out there in the public. And so what you want to do is be in a position that when things come back to normal, you're going to be at the top of the list and you're going to be the name that they want to contact first. So that's really our tip at the moment for our subscribers. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Heather from Spectre here. So my advice at the moment would be not to stop communicating. The harsh reality is that a lot of your competitors will, and if you're able to communicate with them with a different message and a relevant message at this time, it will stand you in really good stead for when everything bounces back. So the sort of message that we've been seeing, which I think is really great, are things like, would you like a FaceTime tour with me and I can offer you advice on how to get your home sale ready for when this bounces back. And a lot of people, it is the best time to do DIY, sort the garden, all that sort of thing. So they will like to hear from people who can advise them along those lines. And so what have Spectre done to help in that regard? So we have pulled together dozens of letter templates, guidance, marketing advice on what to do during this period, and that's all available to you. We've also pulled together a guide on how best to use Spectre during this period, which will be updated weekly. So if any of you do want any help getting those letter templates into your Spectre account or any advice in general, then we're all here and ready to help when we can. Thank you.
Hi, Matt from Swift here. Hope you're all keeping well. As a lot of other businesses have been talking about this time, staying engaged and staying in contact with your clients, your prospects, seems to be the top tip that's being shared. We had a really positive week last week in terms of just lots of conversations with businesses that are remaining positive, staying engaged with their client base, and there was a real emergence, seemed to be, around virtual valuations. There was talk maybe the week or two before that about virtual viewings, but virtual valuations really seem to come to the fore, where agents are obviously doing online Zoom, FaceTime, whatever chats with the homeowners, and giving them advice on their property, likely asking prices when the market recovers, and things that can be done with the property during this time. Maybe they can spend time working on the property, and then following that up with a market appraisal report to really keep front of mind with the homeowners during this time, and then progressing that into getting contract ready. So whilst they're sat at home doing lots of DIY, they'll also be doing personal admin, so get all the documentation together, so they're ready to go as and when the market recovers.
Hi, I'm Matt Lowndes. I'm the Innovation Director at Mortgage Advice Bureau. One of the things we've been doing all week is making sure that our advisors speak to everybody in the process. Obviously, a broker has a very privileged position, an advisor, to speak to all the different parties. So we've been trying to put information in place, what it means to self-employed, what it means to business owners, how that might affect your mortgage application. What we've also done is set up a mortgage information support service. It's a free service, so people can call up, ask questions, whether they be vendors, landlords or buyers. So it's all about information, speak regularly and try and try and give advice to people when they're feeling a bit under the cosh, I guess.
So my name's Ian White from Agency Mentors, and my hint and tip for estate agents in these current times: number one, make sure that you get your pipeline of sales as close to exchange of contracts as you can. So on the other side of this, you'll be able to get them through when there's much needed cash flow. Number two is to stay front of mind and make sure that you don't stop communicating with your clients and your database. Obviously that communication may need to be different now. Take advice from your suppliers on what that needs to be, but make sure you stay absolutely front of house. And thirdly is to make sure you maintain good levels of communications with your teams beginning and end of each day. That's it from me.
Hi, so my name is Alex Willis. I'm a director at Go2 Group. At the current time, obviously, the health of you, your nearest and dearest, and your staff is the most important thing at this point in time. But it's still really important to ensure the health of your business as well. Now, I've spoken to agents over the last couple of weeks who are considering downing tools for 2 to 3 months as they don't feel anything can be accomplished in this time. Now, I'd say to you, don't let this be you. Now, Go2 Group operate a unique concierge service encompassing 7 property services. And at the moment, we're getting a lot of inquiries for our online auction service. And the reason that that's important and that it can be utilised in this current time is firstly, you can use it to secure your market share. If you've got vendors that are coming to the end of a 12-week or a 20-week contract, online auctions allows you to put them on a new 90-day sole selling rights contract and secure that market share in the interim. Number two, in the latest government advice, sellers were advised to prepare if they did want to move. So through online auctions, a free legal pack is carried out at no cost to the vendor, which allows you to get your property information in place for when you can move. And thirdly, online auctions allows you to increase your cash flow quicker. So we've looked at different ways that we can support agents upon paying them earlier in the process. And I would just say that if anyone wants to have a chat about it, then feel free to get in touch.
I'm Maria Brett of Global 4 Communications. I'm a Business Development Manager. My tip would be to use the time now to review all of your services and look at where you could be working more efficiently and effectively. So, for example, with the bills that you pay, are you getting the best possible deal? Well, you've got a bit of time on your hands to go through and review that. And certainly with your business telephone system, have you got the service set up to work in the most efficient way? Everything is now moving to the cloud. And obviously for the current situation, that's perfect in terms of remote working. But then when we go back business as usual, there's also some really good features that you can get from that type of technology. So in the estate agency industry, the mobile app is really popular because when you make a call using the mobile app, you present your business number, not your mobile number. So it's an opportunity to make sure that clients know that it's which business it is that's actually calling them, rather than just a random mobile number or a withheld number. So it makes it much easier to be able to communicate, and obviously for remote working that works well as well.
Right, good morning everybody. My name is Wainwright, the CEO of Focal Agent, and our tip in the coronavirus environment is to take advantage of the communication tools that are now available to us to engage with our teams and with our customers. Virtual socialising has become really popular amongst our communities. We've done everything from coffee shops, virtual bars, virtual quiz nights, PT sessions, which are going down really well within our teams, but also within our customers, cooking classes, family meet and greets, and we've even got our senior leadership doing fairy tale stories. So it's a fantastic opportunity to develop new relationships with your teams and with your customers, and with everybody sat at home craving social interactions. It's a fantastic time to build those relationships.
Hi guys, it's Kristjan here, one of the co-founders at The Depository. I'm actually going to drop 3 tips on you. So first of all, good opportunity to do housekeeping. All those really boring tasks of cleaning up company drives and all this sort of stuff. reviewing your website content, all the stuff that you want to do and never have time to. Now's your chance, no excuse, get on and do it. Second of all, operational review. Look at this event will have brought into focus exactly how your company operates and how it can operate in different markets and places. Look at the pieces in your chain of operation and look where the gaps are and how you can fill that. So whether that solves a problem now, makes you more efficient in the future, do it. And 3, communicate, not just with your consumers, but talk to your staff. You've got an unrivaled opportunity to have a really good chat with all your staff in depth and understand what is good and bad about your business. Take opportunity and do that now. That's it. Good luck, guys.
Hi, I'm Paul Conway, the CEO of Uno. I'm going to tell you a few tips for these times. Firstly, look after your tenants as well as your landlords. When we come out the other side, retaining those tenants that you have will be really important. Make sure the compliance of all of your properties is in good shape. This could affect your business on the other side, and if you've lost revenue, it's the worst thing that could happen at the moment in time. Not the worst, but certainly quite bad. Find out the yields of the properties that you could get within your area. Take that time to understand your portfolio, understand if you could maximise yields for your landlords and the best options that you can get for them coming out the other side. Thank you.
My name is Sarah Kemp. I'm a member of the Property Academy, and we help estate agency leaders to run the best businesses that they can through peer group learning, essentially. At this time, we're having to change really massively everything that we do because we're all about live events, and of course we can't have those anymore. So we're running lots and lots of additional sessions with our members as webinars at this time to help motivate and support all of our members. We're speaking with some fabulous estate agency leaders who have experienced tough times before and are really well placed to help you get through this. And also lots of business experts such as employment and HR experts to help you through this really tough time. So look, talking is good. The estate agency community is really coming together to support one another through this, and we at Property Academy are here to help, so lean on us.
My name is Brian Farrell from Akaboom. Akaboom's all about winning and even generating some instructions. Hugely changed market we're out there in at the moment, and everybody's had to adapt. We've spoken to some clients, especially the tail end of last week, who hugely impressed with what they're doing. So I'm going to pick up on what they've been doing and offer them as tips. The first thing was an attitude of mind. I've seen some of them just tail end of last week just move into proactive mode and start trying to generate activity. I think that's in 2 forms. One is they're promoting to their client base the fact that they're still there, can still do market appraisals for those people that are desperate to move. And let's all face it, it's difficult to move at the moment. It's almost impossible to move at the moment, but you can get instructions ready for market. So the virtual market appraisal space seems to be one that's growing hugely. What agents are doing is they're practicing with their teams, doing virtual market appraisals and just re-clarifying the process. That's a training thing. Moving through perhaps an Akaboom presentation with the reasons to instruct you, comparables, what the market's doing, and trying to secure the instruction now, even though the marketing might not actually start now. The second thing that they're doing is they're working very much for tomorrow, and those instructions that they don't win now, they know there's a whole load of pent-up frustration amongst people that are going to want to move, and there'll be a wave of activity at some point in the not too distant future, we hope. When that happens, they want to be the ones that are best placed. Those are my tips. Thanks very much.
Hey, I'm Ben Sellers, co-founder of Starberry, and we've been on a mission to help keep the show on the road. And what that's meant is using 2 pieces of software. Whilst you can't get into people's houses to do viewings or valuations, the 2 killer pieces of software, one we're on right now is called Zoom, and the other one is called Calendarly. The fortunate thing is the 2 of them have buddied up so that they're free right now. You can connect your Calendarly to your Zoom, so you can send a link to your customers. They can pick a date, they can pick a time, and then they can just jump on a Zoom. Once you get them on a Zoom, if you get your potential vendors or landlords to have it on their iPhone, they can walk you around while you're doing a recording, which you will have to pay for in Zoom. It will also have a transcript, and suddenly you've got great content without having to go anywhere near the premises. So I hope that works for you. Good luck out there. Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Rus Sellers, co-founder of Starberry with Ben, my brother. I've got a couple of tips for you. The first one is one that I've been doing for the last 3 days, is go through all your costs. Go through every cost that you've got and just cut as much as you can. That right now, it's surprising how many things there are that you think, other than, of course, you need your website, you need digital marketing, you need social, but you can save a lot. Another thing is have fun. You know, we're in this thing where we're locked down. You can dress down. You don't need to be wearing a suit. You can, I mean, I made a video of how to make a cocktail the other day. It was nothing to do with work, but it got a lot of attention, a lot of attraction, towards me, to Starbury, just having fun, because I had cabin fever, as we people get. And then the last thing is, stay safe and stay sane.
Hi, good morning. It's Steve Mead from Crux Careers. Obviously, we're very concerned about so many people out there at the moment have unfortunately lost their positions. Stay safe, everybody. Look to the future. Obviously, this isn't going to last forever. There are going to be a number of positions available in the next 2 to 3 months. So take the time to prepare properly. We've got a few handy hints that we can let you have. First thing, obviously, make sure that your CV is completely polished and up to date with obviously your latest positioning. People are going to realise and appreciate the position that you're in, why you've obviously been made redundant or laid off. That's not going to count against you. So make sure that your CV is up to date. Build your network of contacts. Very important. If you're on LinkedIn, you'll notice that we post a lot on LinkedIn with tips and advice, and make yourselves readily available. We're going to be contacting you if you are looking for a recruitment company to help you. We are going to be contacting you to do like bite-sized interviews so that we can pass them on to prospective employers. Develop examples and stories, showcase your skills, and retain a positive attitude. That's the main thing throughout all this, and be ready and willing to follow any company's requirements and processes as they look to recruit. Sure thing, sure. 3 months' time, there are going to be a lot of jobs out there, but it's going to be a candidate-heavy situation, so you really need to be on top of your game. Good luck to you all. Our thoughts are with you. Cheers.
Hi, this is Brad from SMS Speedway. While the current lockdown restricts physical access and limits your activities, there is a lot that you can do upfront to get as many people as close as possible to moving in and other activities that you may be needing to finish off. Our tip today is do your groundwork, get things as ready as they can be. Owners and tenants have mobile phones and devices capable of taking photographs and videos. So our top tip today is to use our Reach Out product, which allows you to request images and videos, and to build your floor plans and do your inventory and checkout using these images and videos. To help you, we have removed all our setup fees and monthly charges around this product. And you can get all of these things done upfront. And even when it comes to making sales, you can do your pre-work and your groundwork so that when you can finally get on with business as usual, it's just a matter of doing your completions. Good luck, and please be in contact with us.
This is Ed Mead, here to tell you from my quarantine in Dorset about what Vuber does in less than 60 seconds. Vuber gives you access to many thousands of vetted viewing and inspection staff in every postcode all over the UK, including Northern Ireland. You book online via an intuitive platform and get a uniform service all over the UK with a single service level agreement. Please register to see a full list of services that includes viewings, both physical and virtual, inspections and walk-bys, key safe fitting, photos, reports, and much, much more. We are always open to suggestions for ways to use our workforce as well. You'll get immediate feedback post-appointment straight to your dashboard, and our Vuber's feedback or content is rated out of 5 stars after every appointment to help keep standards up. As a tip, our service will help you get ready to come out of these restrictions very quickly, but afterwards they'll help you cover a much larger geographical area. So thanks very much for listening.
Hi, it's Ian Stratford here from the Land and New Homes Network. We work with independent estate agents right across the UK to help them grow and establish a new homes business. Naturally, at this time, a large section of the property market is on pause. However, there do remain a number of opportunities within the land and new homes arena. House builders remain extremely keen for land, with a particular focus on those sites that have a consent in place. And so if you're not yet doing so, I would hugely encourage you to connect and engage with those house builders locally to truly understand what their land requirements are. And then equally on the flip of that, to be in contact with those landowners that have that consent to essentially understand would they consider a deal with the benefit of the consent in place and a deal can be done. Equally to understand from those house builders that may have stock that they were and indeed are continuing to try and sell, to really show how you can partner with them using your marketing, using your media channels, the ability to keep their products in front of their customer base, effectively to then build a pipeline of activity that when we come off pause, we're good to go. I'm more than happy to talk over any of those elements. If anyone has any questions, really happy to help, so please get in touch.
So two areas that I would focus on over the coming months. Firstly, your staff, and secondly, increased stock listings. Staff, really important to keep them motivated and engaged. Look at the training program for them, refresh their product knowledge, refresh their industry knowledge, new skills, remote working, virtual activity. Stock listings, the only reference we have to COVID is China. When they entered the epidemic, their stock levels, their daily transaction levels dropped quite quickly. But now as they're coming out of it, they're starting to step up quite quickly as well. It's important we maintain a focus on that there will be an upside to this. It may be 3, 4, 5 months away, but it will come. Your CRM system, it really is a treasure trove of new property listings. We'll be working with our customer base over the next 6 to 8 weeks. We're cleansing that data, how to work the data, identify all those lost MAs, withdrawn properties, prospecting, touting, optimising the processes to put businesses in the best position possible for when the upturn starts to happen in 4 or 5 months' time. I would also say embrace the new ways of working that are coming about, virtual MAs, virtual viewings. They're not just a fad, they will endure and they give you time back, importantly. I'd like to summarise by just saying I wish you all good health through this period, and as an industry that's important we work together to make sure that we see ourselves through this. Thank you.
Hey, my name's Ian White from the ICG, and one of my hints and tips is to make sure that you fully understand and appreciate that at some point this will be over. The world will be different, the world of a estate agency will be completely different, and you have to be planning for the upside. You've got to get yourself ahead of the curve, you've got to look at this new technology, you've got to look at new systems and processes, you've got to speak to all of these wonderful suppliers that make up the ICG membership. They've all been approved as best in class, and they're all going to be able to help you through the curve of change, which is definitely coming our way. So good luck, stay safe, and make sure you're speaking to the right people.